What's going on YouTube? Fatherly-Warhead here, and today I am bringing you the video that a lot of people have been asking. It's the post-use video for the Turtle Beach Stealth 4 headsets for Xbox One. I did a initial unboxing video, and my first thoughts on the video. The link will be in the description of this video. So after, I don't know, 2 or 3 months of using these headsets, I've got some pros and cons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the pros first, and then we'll go on to the cons. So like I said in my initial video, I like the colors. That's a big pro for me. Another thing is the earpieces. They're really soft, so it's not too bad on your head as far as the cushion goes and everything like that. The speakers, they're still good quality Turtle Beach speakers as far as sound goes and HD sound, or should I say surround sound, I guess. It's nice that the cable isn't that long from the headset to the controller. So it's you're not sitting there with a bunch of cables all around you, surrounding you, and got like 20 miles of cable sitting in your lap. So that's kind of neat. And that really is pretty much it for the pros. Other than maybe the price, but we'll get into the price after I say the cons. So the cons, all right. It's heavy. It's a really heavy headset. It feels light in your hand, but after wearing it for a while, like for a couple hours of gaming, it really starts to weigh down on your head. You can start feeling it across the top of your head. This pad, at first, I thought was going to be enough padding, really. But it's almost like the padding is reversed. Like all the padding is, the majority of the soft cushion padding is on the top. It's not on the bottom. There's a very thin layer there, so it's not really helpful. With them being so heavy, they really weigh down on the top of your heads. The cushions are good. They're nice and soft, so you don't really feel them. But they're not much help when it comes to the durability, the elasticity. As you can see, the headset's really stiff. Like it kind of goes right back into position. And with that, it causes a lot of pressure. So though that you can't feel these cushions here on the inside of the headphones, you feel the pressure of them pushing in on your head, all around your ears and across the top of your ears. Another downside is, for me, like I said, I've only had mine for 2 or 3 months now, and the right side earpiece, I'm sorry, the left side earpiece that's got the microphone on it, the speaker went out on my piece, and it quit. It's like periodically it'll work, and then sometimes it doesn't work. And when it doesn't work, the speakers are so small that just one speaker doesn't level out the sound. You really lose a lot of the experience with the headsets when that speaker goes out. It was a little bit of a disappointment with this headset, because Turtle Beach is a company that's known for having high quality pieces of accessories, I guess you could say, for Xbox 360 and I think PlayStation 4 as well. But I was a little disappointed. I still love Turtle Beaches because they're my #1 go-to headsets, and I'll probably buy another pair of Turtle Beach headsets. But the Stealth 4s were a letdown, in my opinion. But that might go along with the price. I want to say it was $79 to $100 is what I paid for the headsets. That's, most people would think is expensive for headsets, but for Xbox One, that's cheap. And you get that from these. The speaker went out on mine. They're very on the inside. You can, if you, there's not enough space between the earpiece on the inside here and the speaker itself. So it's very easy, like when you're adjusting, that you can actually hear the speaker being pushed against your ear. And I believe that's what caused my speaker to go out, is I just felt it pushing against my ear, and then over time it just went out. And it's sad that it went out so quickly. But that is all the cons and pros for the headset themselves. I'm going to move over now to the controls, which this piece here, it doesn't. Let me go ahead and remove it real quick. It doesn't really have many pros. I mean, it looks sleek and it's very light, and that is about it. I initially thought that with these buttons being close together that was really nice and it'd be something that you can quickly adjust. But these are the game volume and the chat volume, and with them right side by side, most of the time when you're trying to adjust your game volume, your chat volume it gets all out of whack. And if you hit one of these two buttons and it sends it all out of whack, then it takes a long time to get it readjusted. And it sucks because it really shouldn't be that way, I think, because Turtle Beach has been making headsets for a little while now. So you would think they would have that kind of figured out. Maybe this is just a test piece and they're trying to figure out how the Xbox One is going to coincide with things. But now with the new Xbox One controllers, these pieces here are going to be obsolete because they're going to be coming with a plug at the bottom, just like before, where you just have an auxiliary cable plug just like this that you can plug your headset in. So it goes back to the 360 setup. I don't have a new controller yet, so I don't know how that's going to work out just yet. But back to this, the volume part works just fine. The volume is fine. The mic mute and the bass control, the bass boost is work fine. But it really falls down to the game chat, or I'm sorry, the game volume and the chat volume. It's really confusing because there's a big arrow pointing down on the chat, and I'm not sure if you can see, but there's a big arrow pointing up towards game. So if you push up on that, you think it's going to go up, and it does. And you would think that if you push the big arrow on chat, it would go up as well. It doesn't. That actually makes chat go down. And if you're not all the way over in this corner pushing, then you get too close over to game chat, you turn both of them down at the same time. And it's really hard. There's not a big enough gap between the two buttons on the inside, in my opinion, to separate one from the other. And I think that just the way they have the setup for the controls, the arrows pointing in opposite directions, is very confusing. It's not very well set up on that side, and that's the biggest flaw of this, is that side. This volume here, you wonder, why do they have two volumes or three volume buttons? So these two are, like I said, your game and your party chat. This, where it says volume, is your master volume. So this will make everything go up. But sometimes you have games that have a low game volume, but your chat is fine. Or sometimes your chat gets out of whack for some reason, and you want to adjust it up, but then your game volume goes down, and it's a battle. I spent a good 15 minutes one day trying to get my chat and game volume adjusted properly, and it was quite aggravating. It was a very big upset on this control, because I was hoping that it would work out well. It seemed like it was going to work nice, but it didn't make the cut, in my opinion. And another thing that may be either some control issues, the connection between the headset control and the Xbox One controller itself. But there's a lot of times that if you have it plugged in and you're playing a game and someone invites you to a party, it will say that it's not recognizing your microphone. So you can't just unplug the bottom and it works. You have to take the entire piece off your controller and then plug it back in for it to recognize. And I've checked for updates for mine, and there's no updates for my controller right now. And so that's not helping. And the only thing that I've found that can help that is you have to pull it all the way out and plug it back in. And I think that that's something that shouldn't have to be done with this piece. And I think maybe, hopefully, Microsoft realized that it was kind of a bust having to have that extra little USB plug down here at the bottom for these kind of controllers and stuff like that for the microphones. So they brought the new controllers out, and they're more expensive. They're a lot more expensive than the regular Xbox One controllers are, or a 360 controller was. I think the new ones are somewhere between $80 and $100, depending on which one you get. You can get a black one, I think, for like $80, and then if you want a white one or a some kind of Halo Special Edition or something like that, then it goes on upward towards $100. And I think that's a little outrageous in my opinion. I know companies are just trying to make money and do their dues, but I think they're taking advantage of their consumers in a negative way. But that's my opinion. Others people have different opinions. But that's my insight on that part. Again, an overall view of this headset, it was a disappointment. I'm not trying to bash Turtle Beach at all. Like I said, Turtle Beach is my favorite company as far as audio accessories go for any console base. And so, yeah, Turtle Beach, in my opinion, they just fell short on the Stealth 4 headsets. Overall, as a company, though, they are a really good company. I like them. And I'll continue to shop with them. I plan on getting another headset through them and continue being a customer. Even though I was a little disappointed in these, I think this is a case of not, or I should say, it's a case of you get what you pay for in this case of this product. That is pretty much all I have for this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, leave a like and comment down below, and I'll keep pushing on with different videos like this. If you have any suggestions for anything else, leave a comment down below. And don't forget, I'll have a description of the first video of the initial review. I'll have a link for that in the description of this video. With that being said, thanks for watching, and as always, stay awesome and deuces.